Have you ever found yourself at a loss for words, unsure what to say to someone who is nearing the end of life? It's one of the most tender, delicate moments any of us will face. And yet, it's so easy to say something that might bring hurt or discomfort. In this video, we're going to explore 7 things you must never say to someone who is dying, insights drawn from the real experiences of hospice nurses who have seen these moments up close. Each of these examples will help you understand how words, even those meant to comfort, can sometimes land the wrong way, and what you can choose instead to bring true peace and support. Stay tuned until the end, because what you learn here might not only change the way you speak in those difficult moments, but might also help you bring lasting comfort to someone who truly needs it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's get started. Number 1, saying you understand what they're feeling. One of the things hospice nurses have shared, time and again, is how painful it can be for a dying person to hear someone say, "I know what you're going through." The truth is, no one, not even someone who has faced their own serious illness, can truly know what another person feels. In those final days, each experience is deeply personal, shaped by a lifetime of memories, hopes, and private fears. When we say we understand, we may mean to offer comfort, but it can feel as if we're brushing aside the unique and sacred nature of their journey. I remember a man named Charles, 82, who once told me that what hurt most wasn't his illness. It was when people assumed they knew what was in his heart without even asking what he longed for, was simply someone to listen to, sit quietly beside him without trying to explain away his pain, when we choose instead to say, "I can't imagine what this feels like for you, but I'm here." We give a gift far greater than any hollow reassurance. We offer respect for their individual path and show that we are willing to meet them where they are. Without pretense in those moments, it's our presence, not our assumptions, that matters most. Number 2, telling them to stay positive or fight harder. Another phrase hospice nurses often hear, and one that can unintentionally add weight to a heavy heart, is when someone tells a dying person to stay positive or keep fighting. While meant to encourage, these words can feel like pressure, as if their worth in that moment depends on their ability to put on a brave face or keep battling something that deep down they know they cannot change. The final days of life are not a contest to be won or lost. They are a time for honesty, peace, and acceptance. When we urge someone to fight harder, we may overlook the fact that they have already given everything they have, and that what they need now is not a push to do more, but permission to rest. I think of my neighbour Helen, who was 79 when she entered hospice care. She shared with me that every time someone said, "You can beat this," she felt isolated, as if no one saw how tired she truly was. What brought her comfort wasn't encouragement to battle on, but the gentle words of friends who said, "I'm here with you no matter what." Those words gave her strength in a different way, the strength to let go of struggle and find peace. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, saying it's all part of a bigger plan. Another phrase that hospice nurses hear far too often is when someone tells a dying person that their suffering is all part of a bigger plan. While this might be said in an effort to provide comfort or meaning, it can instead feel dismissive of the pain and fear that the person is experiencing in that very moment. When we say things like this, we may unintentionally make it harder for them to express their true feelings, as if their sadness or worry is somehow out of place. Facing death is deeply personal, and what someone often needs most is to be allowed to feel what they feel without being told that their experience is just a small piece of something larger that they may not even believe in. Once knew a woman named Ruth 84 who shared that when friends tried to sue her by saying her illness was part of a plan, it left her feeling unheard. What she longed for was not answers, but simple companionship. A hand to hold someone to sit quietly with her. Someone to say, "I'm here." When we offer our presence rather than explanations, we provide a comfort that no words about grand plans ever could number. Foretelling them not to cry or show emotion. One of the most unhelpful things we can say to someone who is dying is to tell them not to cry or to try to stop them from showing their true emotions. Hospice nurses have shared how important it is for people at the end of life to feel safe expressing what's in their hearts, whether that's sadness, fear, or even moments of joy when we urge someone to hold back their tears or silence their grief. We send a message, even if we don't mean to, that their feelings are a burden or something to be hidden. But those feelings are real and they deserve to be honoured. I think of a man named Walter 80 who once told me that what gave him peace was being able to cry openly with his daughter at his bedside without being told to be strong or put on a brave face in that moment. His tears weren't a sign of weakness. They were a release, a way of saying what words could not. When we let people feel what they need to feel, we offer them the greatest gift, the freedom to be themselves fully and without shame. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, telling them, they're going to get better. Another phrase hospice nurses often caution against is telling a dying person that, they're going to get better, even when these words come from a place of deep love and hope. They can create confusion or even a quiet sorrow. A person who is nearing the end of life often knows it. They may have made peace with it, or they may still be struggling, but they are aware when we insist that they'll recover. We risk making them feel unseen, as if their truth doesn't matter, or as if we can't bear to face it with them. This can leave them feeling more alone at a time when what they need most is honesty wrapped in kindness. I think of a woman named Eileen 83, who once shared with me that she felt deeply comforted not by promises of recovery, but by friends who were willing to sit quietly with her and say, "I'm here and I care." When we choose to offer presence over promises, we help build a bridge of trust and give someone the dignity of being met exactly where they are. That kind of honesty paired with gentle support is what truly brings peace in those final days. Number 7 saying everything happens for a reason. Hospice nurses have often witnessed the pain that can follow when someone tells a dying person that everything happens for a reason, while those words might be meant to offer comfort, or to help make sense of something so difficult they can instead feel hollow and leave a person feeling even more isolated in those final days. Many are searching for meaning in their own way, and having someone else try to define that meaning for them can feel like their own feelings or beliefs are being overlooked. It's a time for deep listening, not for offering answers that may not fit the person's heart or faith. I recall a man named Henry, 85, who once said that the most meaningful moments came when friends sat with him and simply allowed him to speak freely without trying to explain away his pain or give it a reason. He found peace not through answers, but through companionship, through knowing that he could share what was on his mind without being judged or redirected when we choose to offer our quiet presence. Instead of explanations, we show that we honour their unique journey and that we are willing to walk alongside them without trying to map the path. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 7 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 7. Telling them how they should feel or act. One of the most damaging things hospice nurses caution against is telling someone who is dying how they should feel or behave, whether it's urging them to be brave, asking them to stay cheerful, or suggesting they shouldn't feel afraid. These kinds of comments can take away a person's dignity in a deeply vulnerable moment. Each person's experience of dying is unique, shaped by their own memories, fears, beliefs, and hopes. When we tell them what they ought to feel, we risk silencing their truth and making them feel as if their emotions are somehow wrong or disappointing. I think of a man named Samuel, 84, who once shared that what brought him the most comfort was when his sister told him, "You can feel whatever you need to feel, and I'll be here with you." Those simple words gave him permission to be himself without pressure or judgment. When we offer that kind of acceptance, we help someone feel seen and respected. And in the end, that's one of the greatest gifts we can give. Final thoughts. As we come to the close of this video, I hope these 7 insights have offered you a deeper understanding of how powerful our words can be in life's most tender moments. Which of these surprised you the most? Which one do you feel you'll carry with you the next time you're with someone facing the end of life? The truth is, it's not about having the perfect thing to say. It's about being willing to show up with honesty, compassion, and a listening heart. When we choose our words with care, we offer not just comfort, but dignity and peace. And that can mean more than anything else in those final days. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your support. Helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.